Hi guys, EBPMAN with tabletsforme.com, and today we're going to be reviewing 3 stands. Received some emails from you all asking about stands, and really not the all integrated stand, but a stand that could be just quickly put up and then put away. This is actually great, especially if you want to use them in a kitchen or even if in your office or on your nightstand. My wife asked me the same question about this because she likes getting a stand out so that she look in recipes, or she could, even as she's cooking, she wants to see something on her iPad and didn't want something that was really bulky and was in the way. So I have 3 stands that we're going to go over, and all 3 of these are portable in their own way, and they're also relatively inexpensive. Let's start with the most expensive, which is the Compas Stand. This Compas Stand is available on Apple.com as well as available at the Apple Store. We have the Griffin A-Frame, also available at Apple or at your local e-tailer like Best Buy. And then we have also the Arcon, which is available at Best Buy as well as available at on Amazon if you were to choose to get it there. Now, from a price perspective, you're looking at the most expensive is the Arcon, which the Compas Stand, which is at $39, $39.95, very expensive in my opinion. Then you have the Griffin, which is $29.95, and then you have the Arcon, which is at $8.99 at Best Buy, and you can even get it cheaper on Amazon. So let's take a look at each one of these stands and let's see the pros and cons of each. Alright, so let's look at the Compas Stand. So a couple things that you'll notice is the Compas Stand has rubber feet. The feet are rubber. It has rubber on this leg here, and it also has rubber here. It also has rubber in the front, so right here as you can see. And it has these 2 little legs that come out, these 2 little arms, and they also have rubber on them to protect your iPad or any electronic device that you want to put on it from getting scratched. It opens just like a compass, so we'll open it up, and that's the primary position. It's a very sturdy stand, and as you take your tablet, or let's say your iPad, or your, in this case, my Galaxy Tab, you put it on it, it's pretty sturdy. The nice thing about this is that, once again, it's very compact. It's something that folds away easily, and it also has 2 angles. So if I were to pop out this little leg, now it has a kind of a typing angle. So if you notice, you can see that angle right there. This is another angle. I've used this when I've been on the plane, and it does work really well. It's a comfortable position for you to type, as if you're doing screen typing on your tablet, be it an iPad or in this case the Galaxy Tab. The one thing I will warn you about this, and this being the most expensive of the stands at $39.95, is that it is made out of metal, and while it's very nicely done and it has a great finish, and the quality of this, when you think about $39.95, that is pretty expensive, but this is a very high quality stand. The one thing that I've noticed is that when I travel is I continually get stopped by TSA. And that's because when it's in the case, that I showed you a couple seconds earlier, when it's inside of the case, and it goes through the x-ray, it looks like a knife. So what you don't want to do is keep it in your tote when you go through TSA. So I typically take it out, I put it, I leave it still in the actual case, but I put it with my computer on the side or with my tablet. It varies. I get stopped all the time, and they always open it up, and once they see what it is, they let it go by. But that would be the negative about this one when it comes to traveling. But again, I prefer carrying it because it's so compact. My wife likes it for use in the kitchen because, again, it's something that she can take out, and she can throw it in a drawer, and it really doesn't take up any space. So this is the Compas Stand that's available online at Apple.com. There are also some other knockoffs of this type of stand available online for the Compas Stand, so you can try some of those as well. But once again, this is a really nice, high-quality stand. Alright, so this is the Griffin A-Frame. According to Griffin, this could be used in 2 modes. The first one is what you see right now, the way it's laying down. It does have some rubber here that actually protects your iPad as you rest it on top of it, so you're not hitting the metal. Because while it has this kind of textured finish to it, and you wouldn't think that it would scratch, I'd still be concerned about rubbing your iPad, especially if you don't have a case on it on the back here. But so this rubber these rubber feet help, as well as it has a groove right here for also to hold your iPad or whichever tab that you're using. There is also some rubber feet here that you can actually keeps it from slipping. And if I were to take my Galaxy tab and put it in there, this is supposedly one of the positions that you can have or use the stand in. It does work out. It doesn't work that bad when it comes to actually typing. I don't really like having this in the way, but again, the way it's described is that it could be used also in this mode. The primary, I would say, way of using this stand is in the A-frame. That's what it's called, the A-frame type stand is in this mode. And if I were to use it in this fashion, what you see is it's probably, I would say, the most sturdiest of all of the stands that I have. If I were to compare it to this Compas stand that we just saw a couple of seconds ago, it's the sturdiest. It definitely won't fall over, and it really holds onto your pad really good. So you notice it won't come out because of how it has this lip here, and it's compatible with I would say all of the tablets out there. I've had my Zoom in here, I've had my Asus Transformer, I've had my iPad, both 1 and 2, and the Samsung as well. It works well even for your BlackBerry Playbook if you have one of those as well, or any 7-inch tablet. It is not as portable. There's no way I would take this with me on a business trip or on a plane. It is pretty big, and it does get in the way if you want to use it in a kitchen setting to put it away. You really can't stuff this in a drawer, especially if you have other stuff in there. So this is the Griffin A-Frame, $29.95. Now this is the last stand that we'll look at, and this is the Arcon Stand, available on Amazon as well as your local Best Buy. It is the cheapest of the 3 stands that we looked at. It is, though, made out of a different material, which kind of justifies the cost. The other 2 that we looked at were, one of them was, I would say, high-grade aluminum or metal. So this is plastic. When you look at, you'll notice that there is a little screw here, also a little screw here for adjustment, and this is how the stand works. You open it up, and it has kind of a clicking sound. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, and then what you do is very similar to the Compas when you open it up. Now you have different positions that you can set this kind of stand in. You can change the angle. And again, you can have different kind of angles so that you can have your pad perched in different angles. So if I were to put it here, it has these little grooves. You notice it holds it. It's also surprisingly very sturdy. It's well balanced. But one of the things I can do is I can really change my angle. And as I change it, it will basically, and again, as I click forward and back, and all I'm doing is moving the back here, forward and back, it changes the angle. I can also move this back if I want like this, so that I can get a steeper angle so that the pad lays back forward. Now, as you continue to move it backwards, you do lose some of the grip here because actually as it goes in like this, I don't know if you can see that right here, but as it moves in, it kind of goes further into the groove, but as it goes back, it tends to raise itself. So I wouldn't really keep it too far back. But once again, it is $8.99. I think it's a great deal. It's very functional. This is the one that we prefer using in the kitchen or around the house, just because of the fact that it is made out of plastic. It's easy to clean out, and it really is very lightweight and fits in any drawer. Once again, if I want to put this away, all I do is like close it, and you're done. The other neat thing about this is if you do use it for travel, and you could use this at the airport or when you're on a plane. And even when you go through TSA, it's very TSA friendly because it's made out of plastic. So unlike the Compas one that we just looked at, which is made out of metal, which I get stopped all the time, even if I put it outside of the case, this one I never get stopped. One thing I wanted to just make sure I also highlighted is it does have kind of a rubber bottom here that also helps making sure that it grips and it stays in place. But once again, this is the Arcon Stand, $8.99, and you can probably find it cheaper online, like at Amazon. If I were to compare the 3 that we just looked at, while the Griffin is great, it's the most sturdy, especially when it comes to this lip. The Compas is also very flexible when it comes to the angles that you have and the portability. I really like. But again, between these two, very expensive. For $8.99, if I were you, this would be my choice, especially if you don't care about it being plastic. So I hope this review helps you in your purchase decisions, or if you're interested in getting a stand. If you have any questions or comments, leave them on the YouTube channel or visit us at tabletsforme.com. Thanks.